Good morning. Welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 38. We're having a really large storm here in Southwest Florida. In the last 24 hours, it's been raining nonstop. It stopped, I guess, a few minutes ago, but it's not enough for me to feel like we can go down to the water. So we are up in the pavilion because it is really, really stormy here. I did an airport run last night for a friend of Marlon's coming back to tennis, and the boys broke my tripod in the back seat of the car and didn't tell me. I do have a backup at home, but not with me because I didn't know it broke last night. So we're having a rain day and technical malfunction, but we're still here. And good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. It is a very, very big rain going on here. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Annie. I've missed a few names and I apologize for that. Yeah, Miss Detroit teenagers. If only they'd have told me what happened, I would have had a backup plan for this morning. So anyway, need to replace the phone mount on my tripod, but in the meantime, we're still here. The waves are beautiful, a little rougher than normal, but I just don't want to go too close because it's been raining like super hard. You know when the rain comes down sideways, and I don't want my phone to get damaged from that. So we'll stay up here in the pavilion and just have a little chat this morning. And since I don't have a tripod, I only have one hand, so I won't be crocheting or knitting. I'll just be chatting with you this morning. Yeah, I haven't even talked to them yet, Judy, since I found out it was broken. So it's like I haven't even had the pleasure of hearing it wasn't me. Lee likes my hat. Thank you. This is Project Kristen Cares, my charity, and these hats are available on my website. That's the logo for it that I designed. And for those of you who are not familiar with Project Kristen Cares, that is my charity that I started a couple of years ago. I donate a portion of every sale of my brand to help survivors of domestic violence. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Hazel. I've missed a lot of names and I apologize for that, but I do appreciate you all joining me. You can't even see the horizon today. It's that misty. Yeah, the infamous not me. Yeah, I haven't even had the pleasure of hearing it yet, but somebody broke it and it wasn't me. Darlene must have a lot of snow. She barely made it to work today. Well, be safe and be careful. Okay, more rain. Mars about ready to block a shawl. Great. Donna, Faye, good morning. Good morning, Carol. Thank you all for joining me today. What is down there? A bunch of our bird friends are down there. There's a guy down there with a metal detector too. We see quite a few of those. Edna, Cranberry Frost colorway is out of stock right now. I don't have any of that colorway. Sorry about that. Good morning, Marissa from Houston. Good morning, Donna. We've even got swimmers out there this morning. Can you see them yet? Linda had to frog a hat last night. Oh no. Oh, KB's going to another funeral. So sorry. Annie, yes, I have tea in my cup this morning. I have green tea, jasmine green tea with a slice of lime today. Yeah, maybe he'll detect my earring, right? I'm guessing that they're swimming because they're training for something. That's that rude guy too that was rude to me the other day at the showers. Great, we'll get to see him again. Good morning from Ireland. Thanks for joining. Did I say the green tea was jasmine? I can't remember, and I put a slice of lime in it this morning. Here, we'll go this, I'm gonna turn this around. Whoops, what happened? Green tea with peppermint, that sounds good. Good morning, Sherry from Indiana. Oh, something interesting happened this weekend that I wanted to share with you guys. I know I told you that I've been working on learning how to improve my marketing skills for my business in general, and specifically for the launch of my new book coming out. And I've been studying how to have a better presence on Pinterest for my business. And while doing that, I learned about starting group boards on Pinterest. And I really did not understand it at first. And I've had a hard time wrapping my head around Pinterest for some reason. And as we've been going along, I've definitely been getting the hang of it, studying a lot, reading a lot of great articles, asking questions. And I discovered group boards. And I reached out to some fellow crochet bloggers, fellow crochet designers, and asked them to join my board, because I figured it'd be a great place for everybody to, apparently part of what's beneficial about Pinterest is that you share with other people so that you can be exposed to their following and vice versa. So it's a mutually beneficial arrangement, and that sounds great. And so I invited some of these industry people that I knew to join my group board, and the board's called Create, Share, Inspire, just like the Facebook group. But I had a really amazing aha moment when I was doing it, and it's a really fun full circle story. So I have been asked, oh gosh, I don't even know how many hundreds of times over the years, I've been asked if I could give my permission to use my patterns to make finished garments to sell. And I have always given my permission to people to use my patterns if they're going to sell finished garments, as long as they give me credit as the designer. And I have also never forgotten what it's like to be starting at that point. 15 years ago, when I started in this industry, I was a newly single mom to an under 2-year-old toddler, had no child support, had no financial help, no one to turn to, but just this burning desire to support myself and my son. And I started trying ready-to-wear. And when I see people doing that now, not only do I know that it's extremely hard, but I would love to be able to help support and promote their businesses. So I had this amazing aha moment yesterday, and I sent out a newsletter inviting, and I'll follow up with a blog post and be a little more social media about it today. But anybody who has a small business of selling stuff, if you sell hats on Etsy, if you sell handmade jewelry on, I don't know, eBay, whatever kind of handmade business you have, I want you to feel welcome to join the Pinterest board as well and help you to get exposure for your business. So I will write a blog post about it today and share that. And all you'll need to do is share with me your Pinterest, the email address you use for Pinterest, and I'll be able to invite you to the board. So it was just really a wonderful moment for me to realize that there was something I could do to give back and remember what it was like to be that artist who was selling handmade stuff and not knowing how to get exposure. And I don't know how much exposure you'll get there, but I think it's at least some way to try. And also, everyone else can then get the opportunity to see all of these stores. So even those of us who don't make handmade jewelry or don't make handmade hats, we can shop from them there too. So I just thought it was a great way to promote handmade items. I have the Oh, Lee, that's great. Wonderful. Just try to step back as far away from the showers as I can. Thank you, Lucille. This is, you know who it is. This is the Vala knit shawl. It's a half hexagon, and I've wrapped it twice around my neck. Yes, Miss Detroit, like an online flea market, exactly. So I thought it'd be a really great way to all come together and either create, share, or inspire each other. So I think that'll be really cool. Thanks, Tony. This is Southwest Florida. This is Bonita Beach on the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, you just started making this one, Edna? Cool. It's really simple, isn't it? Annie, it's called, well, first of all, the Pinterest page is my name, Kristen Amdahl. The Pinterest board is called Create, Share, Inspire, and I'll share that link in today's show notes. And from there, if you want to join the group as a fellow artist, you'll need to email me your Pinterest email address. And what I mean is whatever email address you log into Pinterest with, that's the email I'll need to be able to invite you to the group if you want to be an artist featured in the group. Otherwise, you can just follow the group now. Thank you, Elizabeth. I work really hard at making my patterns simple, but deceptively simple is the term that I like to use. I want them to be easy enough to do that you don't feel like ripping your hair out, but interesting and beautiful at the same time. So that's the balance that is the goal every time I make something or design something. Okay, the showers are done. You can come back over here a little more. Thanks, Lee. Good morning, Sarah from Indiana. Hey, Max. Good morning. Good morning, Tony. Let's see. I wonder if I can get a shot of the metal detector guy down there. Can you see him? Yeah, you can. Edna makes jewelry. Linda's gonna follow me on Pinterest today. Great. Nix wants to know what beach this is. We are in Southwest Florida here. This is Naples, Bonita Springs area, and that's the Gulf of Mexico behind me. Good morning, T-Boys. I saw you on Instagram the other day. Welcome back. KB Design Scarves for Chase the Chill. Great. If you would like to be included in the Create, Share, Inspire group, please, community board on Pinterest, please send me your Pinterest email address and I will get you included on there. Anyone else that just wants to follow the board, you're welcome to. Just go to my Pinterest page, Kristen Amdahl, and the group board is called Create, Share, Inspire. Elizabeth learned to read a crochet chart from me. Wonderful. And she wants to start becoming a beginner designer. Great. Karen, we are in a covered pavilion upstairs from the beach this morning because it's been very, very stormy here and I didn't want to get water damage to my phone. I haven't figured out a rain backup for on the beach. Yeah, it's still beautiful, Max. There's never an ugly day at the beach. Whether it's rainy or stormy, it's always beautiful here. The only other problem I have this morning is that the phone mount for my tripod is broken as well. So excuse the shaking with me holding it. Sherry has a crochet cave. Cool. Yes, I'm trying to stay dry up here. Oh yeah, Donna, the video I posted of the dolphins on Saturday on Instagram was like 2 minutes after we finished this broadcast. As soon as we finished the broadcast Saturday morning, the dolphins showed up, and so I got a little bit of video of them and posted it to my Instagram page instead. Yeah, there were about 4 or 5 of them here this morning, right after we said our goodbyes Saturday morning. Oh, we got a bunch of birds out there. Oh, someone was asking about the book release. Great questions. Great question. I am working on final edits with my final editor right now, and so we should have it done like today or tomorrow. I cannot believe it. I am so excited. I've been working on the marketing and ads and stuff like that this weekend, making, it's funny, you have to make photos different sizes and different shapes for every version of social media. So I have a whole album of Pinterest friendly photos, have a whole album of Instagram friendly photos, Facebook friendly photos, website friendly photos, and then obviously the massive sized photos for print for the book. So there's so much that goes into it. I can't even begin to tell you how many jobs there are in publishing a book, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I've loved every step of it. So I'm hoping that it's going to be less than a month now. Okay, I saw someone say it's aftermarket, soft case for the phones. I saw those too, but I'm wondering how it will affect the microphone. Yeah, the metal detector guy is down there. Oh, Edna, I'm so glad that I have taught you many projects in knitting and crochet. That's wonderful. I hope he does too, T-Boys. I've heard that they really do find lots of stuff here. They really do. They find diamond rings, they find all sorts of jewelry. It's amazing. Now, I have also heard that if you dive offshore, there's lots of treasure out there also, from, like, I don't know, when the explorers were coming here from Europe, there's different Spanish galleons out there that have sunk, and there's lots of treasure. So if you're a diver and a treasure hunter, there's lots of places to go looking for treasure. How fun, huh? Not my cup of tea, but that's all right. I'm too afraid of sharks in deep water. Edna, the book will be out very soon. Jenny says her husband lost his wedding ring on the beach in Hawaii. Yes, I lost a ring on a beach one time too. I lost, what was it, a Colombian emerald ring. I'll never forget. It was the first expensive purchase I had ever made. I was in my early 20s and I had bought it on vacation in the Bahamas. Total tourist trap, but what are you gonna do? I spent like $300 on it and thought it was the biggest deal in the world, and it was gorgeous. And I went to a beach in Michigan called Metro Beach, and I took it off to put suntan lotion on and never saw it again. It was so terrible. So I always think about that though when I see metal detectors on the beach, and I figure if it happened to me, it happens to everybody, and there's a good chance that people that use metal detectors can really find good stuff. Edna, you missed what? The book's not out yet. The book will be out. Oh, his ended up in the water. Wow. Yeah, hopefully somebody found it and put it to good use, right? Who knows, maybe someone needed the money for something really desperate and it went to good use. That would be a nice story. Gosh, that was over 20 years ago. Yikes. Tony lives in New Zealand, no treasure here. Oh, I'm sure there's treasure somewhere. You have a waterproof metal detector. Wow. Yeah, so anybody that loses stuff in the water, you'd be able to get. Thanks, Sarah. You're sweet too. This is so bad. My arms are getting sore holding the camera this morning. How bad is that? Can you see all the birds down there? There's a big group of them. Lee says she feels naked without her wedding ring. Oh my gosh, I haven't worn a wedding ring in, well, I guess I've been divorced 14 years now, 15 years, something like that. Oh, we've got a spammer, guys. If anybody wants to block them out, you have my blessing and permission to block them out. Thank you. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Sarah. You guys are so awesome. I love our community so much. Thank you, KB. Thank you, Judy. That's great. Thank you. So back to the book. I'm going to get to order a print copy this week, and that's going to be my final round of edits. I'm going to get a single copy printed to proofread the whole thing, check for last minute mistakes or what have you, look for color corrections, look for spacing, layout, how the photos are in there, I mean just everything. So Terry, the book is going to be knitting and crochet. It's all based on motifs, and there's going to be half of the projects are join as you go knit motifs and half of the projects are join as you go crochet motifs. Nothing is sized, it's all shawls, bags, cowls, easy stuff, and just some really unusual joining techniques and all sorts of charts. Some of the knit ones aren't charted, but that's just because it wasn't something that was applicable. Anything that could be charted is charted. Lots of great joining techniques, lots of beautiful lace and beautiful motifs, and I'm so excited to share it with all of you. So it should be, gosh, hopefully by the end of this week I'll have a physical copy to look at, and once I approve that, then I can put it on the market, and I'm so excited about that. It's going to be available on Amazon. It's going to be available to even big bookstores like Barnes & Noble. They'll have to obviously choose to pick it up. It'll be available to purchase for any small bookstore. It'll be available on Amazon Prime in the US and in Europe and other places as well. Oh, Max, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, it will be available through Amazon UK, and you'll be able to order it in the print and also in digital, and I believe even a combo. But just getting through the last rounds of book editing first before I worry about all that. But as soon as, oh, that's great, Elizabeth. Yeah, every time I go to Barnes & Noble, I see at least one title of my book still there. I've written 14 books over the years, and I still see at least one every time I go to Barnes & Noble. Never gets old. Oh, Jenny ordered my Yarn on the Beach bag Friday. Wonderful, thank you so much. Elisa wants to know where she can get my yarns in the UK. I sell everything online, or through my website, and offer worldwide shipping. So you will be able to order from my website and I can ship it to you directly. I do not have a distributor for yarn in the UK. Yes, T-Boys, there are a few people here in the morning from the UK. That is correct. Oh, KB must have said she likes her bag. Oh, Tony, that would be great. Thank you so much. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up here, so let's just take another minute to enjoy those beautiful waves crashing on the beach and enjoy these really beautiful colors. Watching the birds looking happy this morning. They seem to really enjoy this weather. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy days to enjoy the sunrise on the beach with me this morning. I appreciate you all so much. Hope you have an amazing day, and let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Bye-bye.